Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your services. Yeah, I'm up here in the naughty corner. Yes, you know what that means. If I've been shuffled up into the top corner, we're going to watch something and we're going to react to it. Yeah, but I'm going to let you see it all. Old school style, you know, because the camera's facing that and I'm using this nifty dual vision thing. Craziness. Now, hope you're all keeping free from demonic possession, because it's all the rage at the moment, of course. Yeah, The Exorcist, Believer, or whatever it's called, from David Gordon Green and the Blumhouse stable. Oh, God. Please. The power of shite compels you. The power of shite compels you. I'm talking to you, David Gordon Green, DGG, and Blumhouse. As you can gather, I am not a fan. I make no bones about it. I thought their Halloween new trilogy was a travesty, let alone a trilogy. They didn't know where they were going with it. I've discussed it so many times. I had my hopes raised, then dashed, then raised, then dashed. And no. David Gordon Green cannot direct horror movies. I've said it and I mean it. They're competently made films. They're technically, they're workmanlike. There's no real flourish to them whatsoever. No really inventive visuals. No directorial verve. And the stories, the screenplays are woeful. Woeful. And he cannot generate suspense or thrills or chills at all. So, what hope do we have now for this ensuing Exorcist trilogy, which follow on directly from The Exorcist, the original Exorcist, directed by William Friedkin and based upon William Peter Blatty's magnificent novel. We all know, love and revere The Exorcist. It did spawn a franchise. It spawned Exorcist II, The Heretic, from John Borman. Now, it's a misfire. It's a critical error of judgment, but it was very visionary, very experimental, and it did go off in a massively different direction. And I've got a little bit of time for it. I do watch it. I don't love it. I don't even like it that much, but I admire that Borman tried to do something different. He didn't do the same old in and out that he always do with franchises, sequels, prequels, reboots, remakes. Oh, God. And what do you get now? DGG, David Gordon Green. It's another trilogy. Oh, God. Direct sequels to the original Exorcist. So ignoring Exorcist II, The Heretic, presumably ignoring Exorcist III, which is another classic movie. In a series that has a masterpiece, there is another classic in there. Now, we're lucky to get that in a franchise. Then you got the two prequels, and you got the Exorcist TV show, which I think was it 2017, 18 maybe? Ran for 2 seasons. Even though I'm a big fan of The Exorcist, I didn't watch that TV show. I've heard mixed reviews about it. Some say it was actually quite good, it was quite respectful, but I really can't comment. Others have said, no, it's rubbish, don't waste time. But as I say, I haven't seen it. But I can't make any bones about this. I have not been looking forward to anything Blumhouse puts out. They can't keep their grubby little fingers out of any successful horror classic. They've got to get in there. And they are trying to get The Thing remade. Just before COVID hit, that was their big one. They knew they were doing The Exorcist, but The Thing was also in their sights. Their crosshairs were on that. Jesus Christ, God Almighty, don't let them do it. Don't let them mess with that. Any of you people out there that loved the Halloween new revamped series, you're probably going to have a field day with this. But for me, well, let's just have a look and see what this extremely long, bloody... It's almost the entire movie. That's what Blumhouse do. It's almost like they've got no confidence in their own product. So they show you a massive bloody trailer, which is just like the film condensed. Oh yeah, in the 70s, we got film trailers that showed you the ending of the movie. Many of them did that. But in later years, it's like just snap, flash, edits, zooms, just a few talking heads, and a big montage of explosions and gunfire. The gist of a movie, but not telling you the entire plot. Now, I've seen this trailer. I don't think there's anything left to be said about the plot because it's all laid bare for you and all massively unnecessary. So enough of this. spiel and vitriol, let's have a little look at it. So, here we go. Exorcist, Believer, trailer number 1. High school.
Good day. Hey, be home by dinner.
I love you. Good morning, Mr. Fielding.
Morning, Catherine.
Oh, all nice and light. 2 lovable friends.
And here are your daughters.
One
Angela
white, one black.
and Catherine, about 7 hours ago, and that's the last information we have.
They gone missing.
Angela?
If you can hear this, we love you. Please come home.
Most scary thing so far, the Blumhouse logo.
Catherine doing out there in those woods?
We were just walking and walking. It's fine.
Angela, can you tell your dad how long you were gone?
A few hours.
Baby, you've been gone 3 days.
It's missing 411. The demonic connection. And you're hearing little snippets of Mike Oldfield's Tuba the Bells,
I didn't say nothing.
which they think they've used ingeniously throughout this trailer. Little elements finally building up to it.
You okay?
Wherever those girls went, they brought something back with them. The body and blood of
Those
Jesus
girls
Christ.
actually brought something back with them. Tawdry, tired, obvious. The body and the blood. The body and the blood.
The body and the blood.
Shut up.
The body and the blood. Catherine. The body and the blood. The body and the blood.
Have
This
you ever
October.
seen anything like this?
Not one but 2 possessed
But there are
girls.
people out there.
It's Chris McNeil coming back. Reagan's mommy. Ellen Burstyn.
You have some experience
Who
with
looks
possession.
astonishing,
Yes,
doesn't she?
like-
She's 90 now. 90. But probably 88, 89 when she made this.
I believe you can help get our girls back.
Exorcism
Why?
is a ritual.
Why
Every culture,
is she
every
supposed to be an
religion,
expert
they all
in
use
exorcism?
different methods.
Just because her daughter went through it. She called in 2 priests eventually, and they dealt with it, not her.
We've met before.
Fuck off. Pazuzu's back because you beat me last time. Oh, I'm going to do it all over again. Oh, dogs in Iraq. Or just somewhere in the Middle East. To tie it all in again. Well, they've just fallen off the back set of Evil Dead Rise, don't they?
They're beating in sync.
Oh, really? They're beating in sync. My head won't stop wobbling. Oh, let's try and do the Pazuzu black and white shock shot. Christ. Oh, that was rubbish. Right, let's take it back. But pause it again. Okay, folks. Well, crap. I'm afraid I can't think of any other word for it. Well, actually I can. Shite and turd. Absolutely histrionic rubbish. The only thing different, okay, well, you got 2 girls who are possessed. You can imagine how this went down with the studio execs. Well, we're going to do The Exorcist again. Oh, so we're going to have a teenage girl, you know, on the verge of puberty, gets consumed by demonics, and she's possessed. Yeah, but it's been done before, hasn't it? But this time, it's 2. It's 2 girls, and one's black and one's white, so we can appeal to all the wokey groups as well. Hey, onto a winner there. Yeah. The only thing other than that it's 2 this time, which, you know, double trouble, me ass, is that they seemingly went missing at the start, into the woods. They've been missing for 6 days, but it was just 3 hours, they thought. 6 days, whatever they found out there, they brought it back with them. Oh, shut up. There's an image of a dead horse there. There's knickknacks that have strayed in from the Blair Witch Project, hanging from the trees. So what are we supposed to glean from that? Whatever they found has possessed them. They come back. They're not quite normal. They then cause problems in their respective homes. The different families have to call in medical people, professional people, people who look at heart monitors and things like that, but they've never seen anything like it. So they turn to the one person who knows everything about demonic possession. yes, not a Jesuit priest, not an actual exorcist, seemingly, unless is Chris McNeil, the actress, mother of Reagan from The Exorcist and Exorcist 2. Is she now an exorcist? Does she travel the world giving advice and Holy Communion? Has she turned to the faith? What is she? You know what it is? It's pure, oh, we must have somebody back from the original movie to tie it all in, to keep all the original crowd happy, all the devotees. Smacks of shite. Absolute, painstakingly, disastrously, meticulously thought out shite. You pour your heart and soul into these movies, and yet you come up with that. I've heard on the grapevine that DGG didn't have a good time making this movie, and that he was kind of regretting that, oh, it's a trilogy. I've heard it from various sources and seen it on various forums. But the thing you've got to remember, trilogies during lockdown and the whole pandemic, furore, that was too easy to do. Oh, look, we might not be able to make that many movies and move out and about, so quickly sign up a deal for 3 movies. So they've got something for when the pandemic's over. So we've got this on the back burner. Trilogies, and we'll be streaming. So I think DGG, with all the critical backlash about the Halloween movies, oh, very successful. Of course they were. Because most people don't have a real vested interest in movie making and the magic of movies. You can spoon feed them anything. You can throw anything at the screen, and I'll watch it in IMAX. I'll watch it in D-box fucking motion control chairs. Oh, and the popcorn and all that. And I'll be on my phone half the time. So, what do you think of that movie? What movie? The one you just sat through? Oh yeah, it was all right. Yeah. Let's go get a pizza now. Movies like The Exorcist, they came out and they walloped people. They grabbed their soul by its soulful bollocks and took it on a roller coaster ride. They challenged your ideas of theology, of faith, of science, of childhood and innocence being corrupted. They challenged fundamental ideas. The Exorcist did all that with fury, venom, and a beautiful sort of sacrificial resolution. What do you think this is going to do? This is just Michael Myers. It's just Michael Myers all over again, just in the form of 2 little girls. It looks piss poor to me. But, let's watch it again. We may as well. I've set the whole thing up, so let's do it. Excuse me while I reach around there.
Good day. Hey, be home by dinner.
I love you. Good morning, Mr. Fielding.
That's all it. I love you, Mr. Fielding.
And here are your daughters, Angela and Catherine, about 7 hours ago, and that's the last information we have.
Catherine!
Angela?
If you can hear
I mean,
this,
agreeably,
we love you.
that's a
Please come
different
home.
slant to take.
Hey.
Not a necessary
Hey,
one,
Connor.
but...
What are you and Catherine doing out there in those woods?
They were just walking.
And of course she looks just like Linda Blair did.
Angela, can you tell your dad how long you were gone?
A few hours.
Baby, you've been gone 3 days.
Can you tell by my beard? Ordinarily,
What did you say?
I'd love any excuse to hear Tubular Bells, but not
I heard you say
when it's
something.
gracing this.
Hey, baby.
The only bit of class this trailer's got is the little snippets of Tubular Bells.
Wherever those girls went, they brought something back
What's
with them.
that? Dead
The
horse.
body and the blood of Jesus Christ.
I keep forgetting about this bit. This is wretched.
Body in the blood? Catherine. Body in the blood. The body in the blood.
I wonder, will she piss on the floor as well?
Catherine. The body in the
Will she fall? The spider?
blood.
Will she grab a crucifix or two?
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yeah. From Blumhouse a million
No,
times
but there
over.
are people out there who have.
So in
You have
the next
seen
one after this,
with
which is The
conviction.
Exorcist,
Yes,
Deceiver.
what like-
So you got Believer, then Deceiver. Is Reagan going to be brought in as
I believe
well?
You can help get our girls back. Exorcism
They'd have
is
to,
a
won't they?
ritual.
Because
Every
Reagan's the
culture,
one that
every
knows
religion, They all
Pazuzu
use different methods.
intimately.
It's going to take all of them.
Oh, Ellen Burstyn, you're better than
We've
this.
met before.
You're not a priest.
What did you do?
So you've got running about in action, possibly a car chase. I think I'd add that in. Fuck off.
Is that Catherine's heartbeat?
Off.
They're beating in sync.
You look awful. The Exorcist, decades and decades ago from the early 70s, had the power to shock with great visuals, great effects. Even in today's age, looks really tired and lethargic. Oh, what's next? Hot new trailers and exclusives. The I'm Just Ken music video. We should watch that. That'll be far more entertaining than... Hang on a minute, what's going on here? Bloody hell, I'm advertising now. Castle Fine Art. Good on you. That looks like Johnny Depp. Folks, I will talk a lot more about this. This was just, let's just watch the trailer because everybody else is doing it. You know, the world and his Exorcist are watching this and reporting on it. Look, I have very, very huge misgivings about Blumhouse and David Gordon Green in particular. I despise them, I'll be perfectly honest. So I've gone into this with hardly an unbiased point of view. I'm frank, I'm candid, I'm honest. But with their track record, I feel justified in saying that. I think they stink. So I am hugely willing to be surprised and blown away when the film comes out and I watch it properly, which I will do. The things I put myself through. It's my own sacrifice that I make. To save your souls, I will put my soul in jeopardy, an eternal damnation, or eternal fucking boredom with the shit that they put out. So I will watch it, I will report on it, but I will also probably do more stuff about this, because sitting up in the corner, you know, there's lots of things I want to say, but I feel kind of sidelined here. So we shall resume, but for the time being, let's adjourn to I don't know, the confessional, where we atone for our sins. And that was a sin there, committed by one of the most god-awful studios in recent years. Wretched, deplorable, and, well, it speaks for itself. If you find that exciting, wow, I'm genuinely pleased for you. But you're really setting your expectations very low indeed. It's such a low bar that they've set for themselves, because to even while, how long was that trailer? It's like 3.5 bloody minutes. That's long in today's age of TikTok and all that. You know, things have to be snappy. If I'm ever able to click my fingers, that means I am possessed, because I can't do it. Oh, David Gordon Green, it's your fault. So, folks, there you go. That was a slightly histrionic reaction to, frankly, a load of old shite and twaddle. Folks, please, in the meantime, this ever flash in a pan, disposable in between time, please keep it Kilty, keep it Celtic, and I'm going to see you all. David Gordon Green can go suck cock in hell.